Hi, my name is Jamie. I'm with EEN, and today I'm going to be walking you through our carbon pollution rules social media toolkit and help you learn how to best utilize it. So, first, I'm going to give you a little background on the carbon pollution rule. So, EEN has been posting about this a bit recently on our social medias, you might have seen. But basically, there are multiple laws and court cases that give the US Environmental Protection Agency the legal authority to monitor and regulate greenhouse gas emissions. And so, this new rule is just one of the ways they're doing that. The EPA's proposed safeguards are estimated to cut carbon pollution by up to 90% from new and existing fossil fuel power plants by 2040. Power plants are currently the second largest source of US carbon emissions. So, this rule could make a massive impact in combating climate change and defending life, which is why it's really important to EEN right now. So right now, our main form of action on this is submitting comments to the EPA to urge them to pass the strongest possible standards. And I'll talk more about taking that specific action in a second. But let's just start at the top here. First, you have my email, jamie@creationcare.org, and then also my colleague Lindsay's email. So if you have any questions or concerns while using this toolkit, feel free to reach out to one of us and we'll get back to you with answers. Next, I have our social media accounts for reference. So I'll just click on these so you can see. These are great for you to have so that you can make sure you're following us and interacting with our posts. You can always like and comment on any of our Instagrams. Here's one we did about a post we did about the new rule. And then definitely get inspiration from these posts. And you can also share these posts with your followers too. And then here's Twitter. On Twitter, you can see we have our Summer of Action post pinned, so you can always like and comment on any of our tweets and then also retweet them as well so that they're shared with your followers. So the Summer of Action one is a great one to retweet. And then we also have another example here. Um, this here is one of our staff members, a quote from one of our staff members' testimonies to the EPA on this rule. So we have a few of these posted of different staff members, and so these are great because they're more personal and they give more information and more background on why we think these should be passed. And so these are great ones to retweet if you're looking for one to interact with. And then same thing, here's another post on Instagram about power plants that we made, tagging the EPA. So this is a great one to share and promote on your page as well. A few more accounts you can tag when you're doing your social media posting is the EPA because this rule is directly from them and that's who we're trying to reach with our comments. You want to make sure to tag the EPA in any of your posts. So we have their Twitter handle, their Facebook, and their Instagram. Same thing with hashtags. These are great to just use at the end of your captions in your posts. It can make it easier for other people to find your posts and categorize your posts a lot easier. And then here is that specific action alert that we're asking people to do. So as you can see, this link is at the end of all of these posts that we have written out for you. So this is the link to our website where people can submit written comments. So if you haven't done this yourself, I would encourage you to do so. This just gives more background on the standards and why we think that they should be passed. And then right here is a pre-written comment, so you don't even have to do anything if you don't want to. You can edit it if you want to make it more personal or change any part of it. But otherwise, all you have to do is just put in your name here and your email, and then it'll send your comment directly to the EPA. So putting this link in any of your social media posts will share it with your followers, and then they can go on and do the same. And it'll take less than a minute for them to just click that link that you give them and submit these comments to the EPA for the stronger carbon pollution standards. Then here we have the main portion, which is the sample post. So these are just some sample captions that you can use. Here's ones for Facebook and Instagram. They all sort of have different angles, so you can choose whichever one resonates with you the most or post multiple ones. We have these ones here down at the bottom with blanks, and they're more open-ended, so you can fill these in with whatever feels true to you and your experience, basically why you care about having stronger carbon pollution rules. You can do something based on where you live, the people in your life, how this rule would impact you personally. So you can use those if you want and fill in whatever you feel. Then we have posts for Twitter, and these ones are just a little bit shorter because there's a character count, and you can see that I'll have the link. And then these ones, also the EPA is already tagged, which is nice, because that's also really important. And same thing, we have the ones with the open space for you guys. So yeah, you can choose any of these to post on Twitter as well. Last, we have a sample email. So if email is more of the way you like to reach people or reach your community, you can copy and paste this short email. Just make sure when you copy and paste that the hyperlinks stay. If not, you might have to recopy and paste this action alert here into the email to make sure it works. But that's all you'd have to do there, and you can send out this email. Something else I'll mention too is that if you ever don't have room to tag us in your posts, or if you are unable to do so, you can always email Lindsay or I a link to your post, and that way we can know that you still posted it, even if we're not tagged. But you can try to tag us if you would like in the post somewhere, wherever it makes sense. And similarly to the action alert, if the email you want to change anything on or edit to personalize it to you, feel free to go ahead. You can always just use this email as inspiration or a starting point and then add anything that you want to if you feel. And another very important part is the graphics for this. So you have your comments, you have your words, but if you need a photo to post, we have that available for you as well. So you're going to click on this Google Drive folder, and we have ones for Instagram and Facebook. They're basically just different sizes. And I believe on Twitter, you can use either size. So here's ones for Instagram. Basically, it's just simple graphics that kind of illustrate more simply what you would say in your caption. So you can choose a photo, pair it with one of the captions, whatever makes sense to you, and post. And there you go. So let me go back. And then we have the same ones for Facebook, but again, just the different sizes. So you can see all of these here. And then one final thing I'll mention is that we also have a link to a video right here. So if you've shared some posts and you want to do more, or you'd rather share this video, you can do that. This is a video from one of our staff members talking about how carbon pollution has affected her child's health. So this is a great example of how these standards can apply in our everyday life and help people. So this is a great video to post. Probably the format would work best on Facebook or Twitter. But we have posted this video on our Instagram, so if you want to find it on there, you can share it on your account as well. But yeah, this is another great thing to post and share, and you can always use the description of the YouTube video as your caption as well, whatever you need, or pick one of these captions to go along with the video. Like I said, you can email Lindsay or I with any questions. But that's all we have for you now, and I can't wait to see what you guys post. Thank you.